Welcome to DJ Speech Class. This lecture is on informative speaking. What is an informative speech? An informative speech is a presentation of new information about a new topic. This might be about a new discovery, a new invention, new trends, new commodities, or even new phenomena. An informative speech topic can also be a presentation of new ways of thinking about an older topic. So there may be new implications, new uses, or new theories, but the topic is something that we have heard of before. An informative speech can also be a presentation that provides a new understanding and celebration of culture. This might be a festival, a tradition, or even a cultural artifact. So when thinking about informative speech topics, an informative speech must inform. An informative speech is to teach your audience something new. So do not select the following for a topic. Do not consider specific people. This comes across as a book report and appears as a timeline of events. Do not choose popular sports as a speech topic. Your audience generally already knows about these sports. Common commodities and ordinary phenomena do not make for good speech topics. They are rather boring. Mundane practices or people go to often and basic ideas do not make for interesting speech topics. Food is not a speech topic for this assignment. Controversies and problems in society, those are more so persuasive speech topics. For your first speech assignment, you will be focusing on informative speaking. So you need to avoid any hot button issues that may come across more so as a persuasive speech. Here's a list of ideas that you can use for your informative speech. First, networks of people, such as anonymous or even secret societies, make for interesting speech topics. You can look to inventions for sports, such as new helmets or new mouth guards. Inventions in 2019 and 2020 will make for an interesting speech topic. Recent discoveries, extraordinary occurrences such as aurora borealis, extravagant rituals such as the Festival of Colors. Complex and abstract ideas also make for great informative speech topics. I once had a student do a speech on the flower of life, a very fascinating topic. Cultural artifacts also make for excellent speech topics. A method for preparing food could also be a topic. Even the history of a holiday item would make for a great speech topic for the informative speaking assignment. Keep in mind that the possibilities for your informative speech are infinite. However, a speech topic isn't going to just fall on your lap. You have to keep your mind open to all the possibilities throughout your days in the next 24, 48, 72 hours. As you wake up with your morning routine, as you turn on the television or watch YouTube videos, as you're thinking about your major in your other speeches, or planning to talk to some friends or family on the phone. Consider all these topics as interesting points for beginning your informative speech topic brainstorm. The 4 purposes of an informative speech are to first spark curiosity. It's important that you excite your audience. Number 2, you want to enhance understanding of the subject. Number 3, you want to help the audience remember important information. Your speech may seem a little bit repetitive, and it is, because it helps with audience's memory. And number 4, you could even possibly teach the audience how to do a task. Many students choose how-to speeches for the informative speaking assignment. Here are some strategies for teaching your audience. Number 1, build on the known. You can use synonyms and metaphors to help your audience better understand the topic. Compare something that is unfamiliar to something that is more familiar. You can also use humor and wit. It's important that you use appropriate jokes and puns throughout your speech, but you can win over an audience by making them laugh. Also, you can use sensory aids, such as the visual aid you will have for your informative speech. Next, it's important to organize information well, by time, by steps, by space. And lastly, you can reward the audience. Explain how they will benefit from the information in your speech. Even though your speech is not persuasive, your audience can still benefit from knowing information that they wouldn't have otherwise. So for the informative speech assignment, you want to brainstorm a list of potential topics, post your topics to the discussion board for feedback, and confirm your topic on the collaborations document. In terms of research strategies, directions for the research packet is in the modules, and submission for the research packet is in assignments. The outline format directions are on modules, and submission for the outline is in assignments. It's important that you put your speech on flashcards. Practice with your flashcards and practice eye contact and gestures. You will also select a visual aid. The physical item can be shown to the camera, or even digital items can be shown via share screen on Zoom. And it is important that you time your speech. Your speech should be between 4 and 6 minutes in length. For the topics of research, outlines, visual aids, and delivery, you will find future videos with recorded lectures.